Welcome to one of the most important and significant video that every pharmaceutical and clinical research professional should know. Let me take you through journey of heart of India's healthcare regulation agency, that is Central Drug Standard Control Organization. CDSCO is the apex regulatory body which ensures the safety, efficacy and quality of the pharmaceutical, cosmetics and medical device that reach the Indian market. So in this particular video, we will explore how the CDSCO's rigorous process and policies shape the Indian landscape when it comes to pharmaceutical, medicinal innovation and protect the health of billions of people. Make sure you subscribe to our channel so that you can get regular updates of such important videos. Without further ado, let's start. So first of all, let us understand what exactly is CDSCO. So CDSCO stands for Central Drug Standard Control Organization, which is the premier regulatory agency for regulation of cosmetics, pharmaceutical and medical devices in India. And CDSCO is a part of Directorate of Health Services, which comes under the Ministry of Health and Family Welfare, Government of India. So CDSCO is responsible for testing the drug, approving the drug and establishing drug standards in Indian market. And CDSCO is also responsible for enforcement of four important rules, which is the Drugs and Cosmetic Act of 1940, the Drugs and Cosmetic Rules of 1945, the Medical Devices Rules of 2070, followed by the Cosmetic Rules of 2020 and New Drugs and Clinical Trial Rules of 2019. If you are a pharmaceutical professional or clinical research professional, it is very important for you to go through this particular rules and act and understand exactly what are the standards and what are the rules of the drug testing, the approval of the drug and establishment of the drug trials when it comes to India. So this particular organization CDSCO is headed by a position called as Drug Controller General of India, which is DCGI, and the current DCGI is Dr. Rajiv Singh Raghuvanshi. So if you are a pharmaceutical or clinical research professional, you need to know this particular information because CDSCO is to India what FDA is to the US. Okay, so a regulatory body that governs India is CDSCO, and you being part of multiple markets, you need to know what is CDSCO and how it functions. Now let us understand what exactly is the structure of CDSCO. So as I've said that CDSCO is headed by the DCGI, which is Dr. Rajiv Singh Raghuvanshi. Now the headquarters of CDSCO is located in New Delhi, and this particular headquarters comes under the DCGI, and there are also other particular positions in which the DCGI, for example, there is Deputy Drug Controller for Ayurveda, Homeopathy, Unani, Siddha. Okay, so for different type of drug, for different type of medicine therapies, there are different drug controllers who look for that particular position. Also, along with that position, we have the joint drug controller, we have the deputy drug controller, additional drug controller, the drug inspector. So there are multiple positions when it comes to in DCGI. Now let us understand that where are the zonal offices of DCGI, because India being a diverse and vast country, it is important for the Indian pharmaceutical regulatory agency to cover the entire country. Okay, so there are zonal offices when it comes to CDSCO, and there are 9 particular zonal offices, which is located for the north zone in Ghaziabad, for the south zone in Chennai, for the west zone we have 2 offices at Mumbai, for east zone we have at Kolkata, for there is separate Hyderabad zone, separate Ahmedabad zone, Bangalore zone, followed by the Baddi zone. Okay, the Baddi zone is in Himachal Pradesh, where we have significant pharmaceutical industry production hub. Okay, again for this particular zone, we have different positions who look after the particular zone. Again, India being a huge, humongous country and the pharmacy of the world, we have again the sub-zonal offices. Okay, so there are 9 zonal offices and 7 sub-zonal offices. Sub-zonal offices are Varanasi, Goa, Jammu, Indore, Guwahati, Visakhapatnam and Rishikesh. Okay, now let us understand that this a lot of people know, but this is something that I'm about to tell you that a lot of people don't know, that when it comes to DCGI, there are also seaport and airport offices. Okay, now this particular seaport or air force offices are very important, because if you are to export or import the drug, there are chances of drugs being smuggled, drugs being of inferior quality. So it is very important that you need to have the DCGI labs or DCGI offices, CDSCO offices in that particular ports and location. Because if you see that almost 90% of the trade when it comes to India, it occurs via the sea. And since we are covered on three sides by the sea, it is very important to locate this particular seashore at various ports so that we can ensure that whatever the import and export are going on, it is according to the global standards and also the CDSCO standards. So we have various 18 seaports and airports where the DCGI offices, CDSCO offices are located. Okay. And also CDSCO is responsible for drug testing also, as I've said in the previous slide. So drug testing is also one of the important part. And there are central drug laboratories. Okay. So there are 7 central drug laboratories. Please remember this, which are located at Kolkata, Mumbai, Guwahati, Chandigarh, Kasauli, Hyderabad and Chennai locations. Okay. So DCGI, when it comes to drug testing of the drug, even for the clinical trial or even for other analysis, we have central drug laboratories. Okay. And also when it comes to the immediate testing of the drug, or where you require high volume support, so there are even 6 mini labs located. Okay. So it is at Mumbai Airport, Mumbai Seaport, Bangalore Port, Hyderabad Port, Ahmedabad Port and IGI Port at Delhi. Okay. So if you see that there are 7 major labs and 6 mini labs. Okay. So please remember the structure of CDSCO, because being a pharmaceutical professional belonging to India, you should know that even if you are a global subscriber, you need to understand that what is the structure of the regulatory agency in India and how does it operate. Now let us understand what is the function of CDSCO. The first function of CDSCO is granting approvals. So CDSCO grants approval for the new drugs and clinical trial. So if you want to get any particular new drug approved in this particular country, then again you have to go to DCGI. Or even if you want to conduct a clinical trial in India, then CDSCO is the regulatory agency that will grant you the approval. Next is when it comes to import and licensing. Okay. So if you want to import a particular drug, or if you want to get a license for the blood bank, for the recombinant DNA products, for the medical devices, then again CDSCO is the agency which you contact to and get your approval for import and licensing. Okay. So you can get your import registration and licensing approval from CDSCO. Next is that when it comes to Drugs and Cosmetic Act and rule, okay, when it comes to rules implementation across India, then CDSCO is the agency and it makes sure that the rules are implemented across India, or for the clinical trial which are conducted. So it comes under the DCGI and CDSCO jurisdictions. Again, another function of CDSCO is to grant the export license. So if you want to get a test license or a personal license to export a particular drug, or if you want to get a NOC to export a particular drug or a particular pharmaceutical or medical product, then CDSCO is the agency which grants you that particular approval. The next function is the testing of the drug. So as I've said that the 7 testing laboratories of the CDSCO across India, so even they are the ones who have a laboratory of the international standards. And whatever the drugs are that has to be approved in the India, so they have central drug laboratories which even perform the testing of the drug. Okay. So if you want to ensure what is the purity of the drug, what is the concentration of the drug when it gets regulatory approval, that are prior tested in the central drug laboratory. Okay. And finally, oversight. Obviously, as FDA is to US, the CDSCO is to India, and the primary responsibility, or one of the major responsibility of the CDSCO is having oversight on the Indian market when it comes to surveillance over the state authority for the implementation of the drugs and cosmetic rule, as well as surveillance or oversight over the pharmaceutical market, major pharmaceutical company, when it comes to marketing, when it comes to production, when it comes to approval to the clinical trial. So the entire oversight is covered by CDSCO. Right. So thank you for watching this video. So I hope I was able to enlighten you with CDSCO and critical information related to it. Please make sure that you subscribe to our channel so that we can bring you additional content which can help you build your career and stay updated with such important videos.